Hi folks, welcome back to Let's Go Car Cruising. Got something a little bit different today. We're up in Merrimack, New Hampshire at the Anheuser-Busch Brewery and Event Center, they call it now. And we're at an all Corvette show put on by Gate City Corvettes. And a long-time show on Sunday of Memorial Day weekend. And we are filled with a sea of fiberglass. So we're going to walk around and meet some people and maybe even meet an old friend that's supposed to be up here. And we're going to talk about cars. Thanks for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe button for me. It helps the channel grow. If you've got a cool car with a great story, leave me a comment in the comment box and I'll do my best to get out to a show that you're at and tell your story with your car. A little update, I posted yesterday about Steve Magnante, and all car guys should know Steve Magnante. He's the walking encyclopedia that gives the description of cars as they come over the auction block on one of the major auctions on TV. He needs our help. I encourage everybody to go to his channel and subscribe and blow his channel up. That'll help him out and not cost you a nickel. It doesn't cost you anything to hit the like and subscribe button on someone's videos. That's really cool. That'll help out. He's also started, by request of everybody, I don't think he really initially wanted to start it and ask for help, but so many people have told him that he should do it. He started his own GoFundMe page, an official page, a GoFundMe account for him, by him. There's a couple others out there. I don't know if they're real or not. I'm not saying they're not. But if you feel any apprehension, there I'll put the link up to his official GoFundMe page, and that'll help him out as well. We as a car community need to stand together with this and help Steve out. He's been a great asset and a great friend to so many people, and that'll do it. So okay, let's get to it here. Gonna go see some Corvettes. Folks, it's amazing what you find at a car show. It's my friend Alex, and we grew up together, and we hung out in high school, and haven't seen him for a while, but Alex, it's great to see you again, and tell us about this. I've seen it on Facebook, but I've never seen it in person, so you can tell me all about it. What do we got here?
Yeah, Mark, it was great seeing you, man. It's been years,
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time. I had the Z28 back in the days of the high school
He
days.
had the cool car in high school, the 79 Z28.
Yeah.
And I had the little Dodge Dart 6-cylinder.
That's right.
It did the job, and we had a lot of fun in both of them.
Exactly. So I always wanted a Vet, I figured, I didn't know it was a good time, but I said, you know what, a couple of years ago, I said, you know what, why don't I go for it? And I decided, I got it from a private sale from a friend of a friend's, and I've had it for a couple of years.
And it's 77. 77, okay.
Yeah, L82. It's, I think the Stingrays ended in 76. So yes. So it's like a Stingray body.
Yep, but it just took the label,
exactly.
Off of it.
Yeah. So, it's the paint's in great shape. I've been just, I've done some work, it's cosmetic work inside, the horn, fix the horn, and
they're old cars. They always need something.
Yeah, it's always fun. I'm learning, I'm learning about cars now. I figure, 60 years old is better. It's always a good time, right?
It's never too late.
Exactly.
It's never too late.
Exactly. And we just keep on, getting ready for the judging, and no, it's just fun. All
right.
I meet some nice, good people here, and it's
the car community is awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Awesome.
I got to come down and get together with you guys.
We'll have to hook up and back home.
Absolutely.
All right, man. Well, it's great to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you too.
And good luck today with the show. And we're going to walk around and see if I can meet some other people.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Hi, folks. All right, we're here with Dean, and he's going to tell us about this 61 Corvette. And it's a dual quad car, so I kind of like that. And what color is this, Dean?
It's jewel blue. It's a one-year-only color in 1961.
For 61?
Yep.
Okay.
And the codes are painted the same color because they didn't pay the $38 for the different color. Back then it was a lot of money.
Yeah, it was an option.
Yep.
It was an option. I think probably most people did it.
Yep.
You don't see many of them, but this is awesome. And I noticed, is the top actually navy blue?
Yes. It's a cloth top that's didn't come like that, but
Okay.
They
It
don't
looks
wrinkle
nice.
up, and it looks good. And it's a 4-speed car too.
Okay. Awesome. Like I said, I've got a 60 at home. It's a driver, and I bought it that way, and I told my wife I was just going to clean it up and sell it.
Yep.
And 17 years later, I still own it. And she wasn't too impressed with I lied to her, but she got over it.
Yep.
So dual quad motor, was that a 270?
245.
245, so
Yep.
it's got the hydraulic lifters.
Yep.
Cool.
See, I got the gas line wrapped in the fuel bowl because she likes to vapor lock if you sit in traffic too long.
Okay.
And that stops it from vapor locking on me.
I think my 60 was originally a dual quad 270 because it's got a high RPM tack.
Yep.
And it doesn't have holes on the left side where the Fuelie air cleaner would have been. So Corvette restorer Ron Bonnell told me that it most likely wasn't. But it's a driver. It's got a 365 horse, 327 in it now. Yep. It goes well, and I have fun. And
yep. We drove it down from Kittery, so she ran good.
Wow. A lot of Corvettes in Maine, I remember,
Yes.
for a short Corvette season.
Yeah.
But so how long have you had it?
3 years now.
Okay. So did you buy it pretty much like this?
Came
or?
from California. We had to do a tune-up because it ran like crap. Put a new exhaust on it and a few other little things, but came out.
Awesome. Well, I love it.
Thank you.
I appreciate you taking the time, and have a ball with it, and good luck with the show today.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks. There's Corvettes of all years, shapes, sizes, and colors here today, folks. Again, it's an annual show up in Merrimack, New Hampshire at the Anheuser-Busch Brewery. And it's a place to go if you want to see a lot of cool Corvettes. Some new ones, some not so new ones. 2004 commemorative edition Z06. Pretty car. Special edition with the stripes on it. Z06, 405 horsepower. And that got you down the road in a quick fashion back in the day, folks. I think all the Z06s were 6 speeds, and all in that generation were their fixed roof coupe. But the accenting silver or gray stripes really make the car pop. All right, folks, we're here with John, and this little ruby red coupe caught my eye because, like I said, I'm partial to them. I got a convertible at home, and tell us about the car, John.
Well, I've had it since new.
Oh, you bought it? That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's still the original paint. And,
Okay.
About 4 years ago, it went to NCRS and got a blue ribbon. So,
That's awesome.
yeah, got a 98. And the year before last, I won the Best of Show here. So,
Okay. I'll tell you when we're done a story about my show experience here.
okay.
But how many miles in the car?
I'm just hitting 30 now.
Okay. Terrific. The shine is amazing, and I do a little bit of detailing on the side so I can appreciate a good shiny car. That's awesome. So you drive it a little bit.
A little bit. I
Yeah.
have a 60th at home, a 427.
Oh, I want one of those bad. They were somewhat affordable a couple of years ago as a used car, and they're not anymore.
Oh, they're up.
Yeah, so that may have passed, but it's okay. I guess you can't have all of them.
No.
I can try though, can't I?
Would you like to?
We're going to play the national anthem.
Oh, okay.
All right, they're going to play the national anthem, so thanks, John.
Okay.
Let's get started here. We're here with Ron, and Ron's going to tell us about ta-da, 63 split window coupe that everybody goes gaga over.
Well, they do. Every place I go, people ask me, wow, what's different about that? I said, well, I tell them it's the only year that has that window on it. Especially the younger kids, they don't really realize that.
Right, yeah. On a side note, I think we as a car community need to do a better job of educating and getting younger kids interested in cars, because the next group of caretakers,
Yeah, we
need to help generate that.
Yeah, we don't want them to end up in a crush or something.
Oh no, they won't.
No, I know, but even so.
So
I've had this thing since 1969.
Really,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I bought it because my wife and I had got married a couple of years prior, and we started having our kids,
Yep.
we needed another car because she worked and I worked.
Right.
So when the time came, she's staying home, we need another car. So I found this car in Lowell, and it looked like it had a hard life, but it ran well. And,
Okay.
But it just looked like it had been used a lot.
So you've been through it?
Been through it. The frame has been all refurbished. The engine, transmission, rear end, alternator, and on, all came with the car.
Okay.
The alternator's got the original transistors in it and all that.
Right.
Diodes, I guess they are. So 5 years ago, I used to drive it all the time.
Okay.
I used to have side pipes on it,
Right.
and I also had a 64 Fuelie unit that I still have. But
Okay.
I have that at home in case I want to put it back on.
Sure.
And so about 5 years ago, I decided I'm getting up in age. I need to get this car right. So I decided to put it back all stock.
Okay.
To what it came from the factory.
Sure.
300 horsepower, 327, 300 horsepower.
Okay.
AFE carburetor. Carburetor didn't come with the car because I traded that for the fuel injection system. Yeah.
Who knew, right?
Who knew, right. So,
They were just old car parts back
right.
then.
So then when I rebuilt the engine in mid-70s,
Okay.
and it's the same engine. I haven't touched it since then.
So you did a good job on it.
Apparently,
Yeah.
who knew?
You're right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And so anyway, so 5 years ago, I'm thinking, I'm going to be 84 in September.
Okay.
And I figured sooner or later now, something's going to bite me in the butt. And I want to know that I can have some place to put this thing.
Right.
Either give it to one of my grandkids or if I want to sell it, what's it worth? So
Right.
I put it all back together with all the right bolts, aftermarket, the right
Sure.
bolts. But I kept everything in it that came with the car, the dashboard, the clock.
Right.
I'll tell you a quick story about the clock. Years ago, I decided I wanted a 67 dashboard in because when I bought my home, or our home, I sold the 67 435 that I owned.
Okay.
To put a down payment on the car. And everybody tells me, oh, that thing'd be worth a fortune today. I said, the house is worth more than the car.
Right.
By
Right.
far.
Right. So that was a good trade.
Yeah, it was. So anyway, 5 years ago, I decided I was going to have it go over it all over again.
Okay.
One more time, and I had a guy from Fitchburg, Ron's Restoration.
Ron
in
is a good
Fitchburg.
friend. I've known Ron for a long time.
He's a wonderful guy to deal with. And so he came over, looked at it. He says, okay, I'll take the job. He said, and I said, I wanted to rebuild all the other stuff that's on here.
Yeah.
He said, we'll just take the body off. I'll put it on the car. We'll bring the body over. So he kept the body, and over about 2 or 3 years, I did the mechanical work and
Right.
everything that needed to be right. And then he dropped the body back, came and picked it up, picked up the frame,
Yep.
and brought it over and mated them again. And that's kind of the story.
And here you go.
And then I did all the interior myself. I bought the stuff, and here we are.
And here we are
Yeah.
at a Corvette show, ready to get judged.
Yeah, and ready to find out how bad it really is.
Ah, yeah. Hopefully they'll be nice to you.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for taking the time. I really appreciate it. It seems like you enjoy the car, and have a great day with it. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank
you
you.
so much.
We're here with Tim, and
Yeah.
Tim's going to tell us about his 1958 Corvette.
Yeah, so,
And I know it's a 58, so people don't have to. I don't have to ask. So
yeah, that's it. Yeah, the 58 is distinct because of the louvered hood and the 2 trunk spears on the back. It's
Okay.
a 1 year only option. This car, my father bought in the mid 70s, I'd say, and he paid $800 for it and drove it home.
okay,
And then he took it apart and it never saw the light of day again until me and the guy Jeff there just restored it a few years back. And
so it's pretty fresh.
pretty fresh. Yeah, we're still not even done with it, to be honest. We got a few things left we got to do, and just
That's
kinda
awesome. So
put
it's got a
some
story.
miles on
It sat around and it was got
Sat
one of
around
those-
until my father ran into health issues, and basically he said, "Oh, this is what I do for a living, body work." And he had done that too. He has a 61, and
Okay.
it just never got to this car. And he said, "You know, I want to see it done before I die. You know, so if you can, it's yours. If you want to put the money into it and the time and everything else." And
Well, what an awesome story. So
Yeah,
it's got family history
absolutely,
and
yeah. So
importance to you. That's awesome.
yeah, and we did it, and here it is, and
Do you drive it much or?
here and there.
Yeah.
You know, it probably only has 1,000 miles on it since we got it together. Like I said, we're still putting some things together. I still got the hard top to finish. And
Yeah, I learned the hard way that those are obscenely expensive to
Yeah,
have done, and
exactly,
they're not easy.
no, definitely not. A lot of pieces to that little top that goes on there.
So I'm saving my pennies to have my hardtop done on mine. So,
Yeah,
but this is beautiful. Thanks,
Thank you.
thanks for sharing.
not a problem. Yeah.
And I just yeah, I've been a Corvette guy forever. I appreciate anything
Okay.
that's done nicely and people have fun with.
Yeah.
And I'm having a blast going around talking to people about their cars, and
Yeah. We love to have fun with it. So
we'll go cruising.
we take it out and try to put some miles on it and get the time when we can with it. And
There you go.
that's what it's all about,
All right. Well, thanks for taking the time.
Not a
Good luck with
problem.
the judging today,
All
and
right. Very good.
cruise the heck out of it. Have fun.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Very good.
All right, folks. We're here with Jimmy, and he's going to tell us about his red 64 coupe.
63 split window.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't see
Yeah.
the back of it. I
Yeah.
saw the coves and the big block hood,
Yeah.
but it's a split window coupe. Another one. Wow. Cool. Tell me about the car. How long have you had it?
We've had the car since like 1968.
Awesome.
So we bought the car. We had two of them. We had this one, and we also owned the white one. Me and my cousin, and they've been in the family for over 55 years.
Well, that's important. The stories are what I love,
Yeah,
and
you know what? This car, we drove it every day. We drove it hard. When I tell you hard, we drove this car hard. The first thing we did when we got it, we were 16 years old. We yanked the regular motor out of it and put a big block in it. And we used to race it on the street all the time and have a lot of fun with it. And you can see the sticker in there, 1973, Fitchburg State College. The car was up at the school and everything.
Wow.
You know, the car was with us all the time.
Because they were just
It
cars.
was just a regular car. Took it to high school, took it to college, you know, and it was, like I said, the car's been around the family forever. And, you know, back then you ripped the motor out, you put a big block, you had to put a big block hood on it.
So it would fit, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so it would fit. And we had Recaro Racing seats in it so we can hold on for our dear life with the thing.
And how were the drum brakes?
The drum brakes on it were good.
Okay.
It still has the drum brakes. Everything under the car right now is all factory brand new.
Okay.
I actually lifted the body off the frame and put the frame back down. I mean, the body back down onto the frame.
Okay.
This paint on this car is 45 years old. We painted it when we were kids.
Well, that's exceptional.
And, it is what it
It's
is.
held up very well.
It's not a show car, but it's a everyday fun car. And
But
believe me,
people enjoy seeing them.
I drive this car every day, and if I don't, my son will take it out also. I'm not afraid to let anybody, drive it. I built it to enjoy, not to
That's it.
have
Great.
it sit in the garage.
Terrific. Well, thanks for sharing the story, Jimmy. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And
You're
continued health and good luck with the car
Thank
and
you.
enjoy it.
Thank you very much.
All right, folks, we're here with Robert, and he's going to talk about this beautiful pennant blue 54 Corvette. Thanks for bringing it out today, Robert.
Yep.
As we were saying earlier, people don't bring them out, people don't see them, and it's good to get them out and let other people enjoy them, I guess.
Yeah, I do. I try to drive it. It's not like a garage queen or a trailer.
Well, it certainly
queen.
looks like it.
Yeah,
Close.
but I try to drive it. I take it to the shows and I get it out there because if I don't, I have issues with it if I don't drive it.
Right. They need to be driven every
They need
once
to
in a
be
while.
driven.
Sure.
Yeah.
How long have you had the car?
It's a little over a year now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
you bought it pretty much like it is.
I bought it restored. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Where'd you
saw
find it?
Down in Connecticut. It was an estate sale that the gentleman had started the restoration on the vehicle,
Okay.
and he passed away during the restoration. So the family, the sister and brother, ended up taking it, and they finished the restoration, and then they sold it.
And then they sold it. Okay.
Yeah. So
That doesn't happen a lot. Usually they just bail on it.
Yeah, I think it took them a little while to do the restoration.
Okay.
So they ended up, it took over 2 years. So I think they were getting, towards the end, they were getting a little antsy about the fact that the car wasn't in their possession yet. But
Sure.
when they got it, because I did talk to the sister, and she said when they got it, the car was beautiful. They ended up driving it for a couple of years, and then they sold it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good for you. That's
yeah.
awesome. Nice find. And I was mentioning
it's
I like the plate. I'm an antique. I've got year manufacture plates on all my stuff that's
Yeah.
eligible for it, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
It shows really well.
Thank you. Yeah.
And do you know how many pennant blue ones they made? Not a lot.
About 300 of them.
Out of the 3,000.
Out of the 3,000, roughly 600 Corvettes.
Yeah.
Like 300 of them were white, 300 were pennant blue, 40 or so were red, and then there were
six?
40, and then 6 black.
6 black ones? Okay, yeah.
All of them had the red interior with the red and white, except for the pennant blue. They had the tan interior, so it was all tan with the tan top. So I like the color combination. That's why
Awesome.
I bought the car. You know.
Well, that's beautiful.
Yep.
Thanks for bringing it out again, and thanks for
Nice
sharing the
talking to you.
story with us.
Yes.
And continued luck and good fortune with the car, and good luck on the show today.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
All right, folks, we're here with Tom, and Tom's going to tell us about his '64 convertible.
Yeah, absolutely.
What color is this, Tom?
So this is called Daytona Blue.
Daytona blue. Okay.
In anything other than direct sunlight, most people would think it's black.
Right.
But
It's a dark blue.
It's a metallic navy blue.
Okay.
Basically. Now I've had this for, gosh, only about 4 or 5 months.
Oh, really? Okay, so you bought it.
I bought it like this.
Like this.
But not like this.
Right.
So the guy who
I know that
restored
story all
this-
too well.
Yeah, the guy who restored it was in New Jersey.
Okay.
And sorry to say, this was his last life project. He wanted to restore this car before he died.
Okay.
And he did.
Okay.
But as soon as it was done, so was he.
Right.
So I ended up buying
Well, fortunate
this.
for him that he got to at least see it finished.
Absolutely.
Because that doesn't always happen.
But there's a funny thing that happens when you do a full restoration on a car. Everything looks good, but you have to run it through what you might call the rundown phase.
Yeah,
you know,
get the bugs out.
Get the bugs out, exactly. Well, none of that was done.
Okay.
So I spent the last 4 months or so ironing out all the bugs.
Okay.
And there were a lot of them.
Sure.
So about 3 weeks ago, I finally fixed the last thing, which happened to be the door cylinder lock didn't work.
Okay.
And that was a minor one. But
You know,
I remember saying to myself, I've got it finally done. It's done.
They're never done.
You know, well, let's just say for now, I wish I had some wood.
Yes.
I think it's done.
There you go. That's awesome.
But yeah, so this is a...
So he took some personal liberties with the car, and that's okay.
Yep. So it's got a 66 big block hood.
Yep.
Which is a little different than a 64, but honestly, I like it better.
They're stylish.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
The 64 hood was a little plain, but that's really the only modification that he made. And I'd just like to keep it the way it is and run
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. What's the motor in it? Is it
It's a 327.
Yep.
But it's what they call a 327 365 horse.
Yep. Got one of those in my 60.
You do?
Yes.
Okay. So it's a solid lifter.
Yep.
Which means...
Runs like a bear.
Oh, you start it up when it's cold. It idles at 2,500 RPM.
Yes. Yep.
And it'll stay there for 4 or 5 minutes. Then you can knock it down to about 11, but it won't go below that without getting dangerous. Yeah.
Lumpy cam. Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's really kind of... This was basically Chevy's... It was their attempt at big block power without a big block.
Right. High rev and small block. Basically a fuelie motor without the fuel unit on it.
Correct. And then they got to 65, they threw a 396 in there. And then 66, they went to the 427.
Right.
But these are, they've got the power without the weight.
Yes.
So it's a lot of fun. I mean, who's going to speed in this thing anyway?
No, it's just make a little noise, have a little fun.
It's very noisy.
Right.
It's got a wonderful look to it. But it doesn't handle all that well. It's just 64.
Right.
So I wouldn't be speeding in this.
No.
It's just wonderful to drive.
I drove a friend's 66 big block, and up around 90, the front end starts to lift. You know, even with that big boat anchor between the front wheels, you got more air going under the car than over it. And I can't imagine racing them, but they did back in the day.
Oh, they did. But they didn't have anything better. A friend of mine, an older mechanic friend of mine, calls the word he always uses is cantankerous.
Yes.
He's like, you just have to be able to put up with them. But you know what? It's terrific. You drop the top, you go zooming down the road. It's got a lot of noise and a beautiful look to it.
I'm a convertible guy.
It's a fun car to drive. Yeah. It really is.
So I'm glad you're enjoying it. Thanks for bringing it out and sharing, and thanks for taking the time to tell me about it.
Absolutely. You talk.
Appreciate it.
Talk to everybody.
I will. Thank you.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.
All right, folks, we're here with Rick, and Rick's going to tell us about the 67 Corvette big block car convertible. And that's the car to have.
Yeah, I love it. It's a blast driving it. There's nothing like a tri-power.
Right. How long have you had the car, Rick?
3 years.
3, okay. So you buy it pretty much like it is, or?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
I bought it at an auction.
Cool. Was it a faraway auction, or?
No, it was at the Owl's Head Transportation Museum.
Okay. I've got a friend that's got some property up near there.
okay.
He goes there a lot, yeah. Awesome car. So it's a 67 convertible,
Yep, numbers matching.
435 horse tri-power.
400 horse.
Oh, 400. Okay,
It's
so it's a
the
little bit more
L68.
civilized.
Yep, not really.
Yeah. I think that we use the term loosely. But that's the car. That's the money shot right there, the big block Stinger hood.
I'll show you I'll do the engine. And I don't believe that's ever been out of the car. I mean, has 40,000 miles on it.
Oh, man. Wow.
I've had it down to the head.
How do you have one of these and not drive it?
I do drive it.
I know, but somebody before you didn't.
They were uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's pretty. Very nicely done. The judges liked it?
They haven't judged it yet.
Oh, they haven't judged it yet. Okay. Well, I won't hold you up. I appreciate you taking the time.
No problem.
And it sounds like you enjoy the car, and that's the thing to do with it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Hi, folks. We're here with Mike, and he's going to tell us about the 69 Corvette coupe. How long have you had that, Mike?
4 years.
4 years? Yeah. Did you buy it like it is?
Somewhat like
Somewhat.
it is. It was a nice car to begin with.
Okay.
And I just make it a little better.
And you drive it a lot?
No, I don't drive it in the rain. It's too hard to clean.
Right. I'm with you. I feel that pain. Well, thanks for telling us about the car. I'm going to shoot some video of it, and we'll go there.
Okay.
Thank you. A little bit custom on this one. Rise Up Racing. Okay. Don't know what that means, but I'll take a look around the back, and maybe the secret will be revealed. Looks like it's lowered. And Godspeed. Amen. We've got the row of trophies. All different classes. Got some Corvette apparel. Sweatshirts, t-shirts, hats, jackets, polo shirts. Ooh, gotta stay away from them. I'm sure I could bring one or two of them home. Usually the Gate City Corvette Club members park here. A row of more Corvettes and more Corvettes. Got to give the Ruby 40 some love. So glad I bought mine. Nice hard top. I can't remember the last time I used mine. They're a little bit of a challenge to put on and off. You need two people. But that's a pretty car. Ooh. FX3 6-speed with a hardtop. That's a rare car. Ah, build sheet. Original build sheet and the sticker. 48,944. Total cash and prizes. Pretty car. Like a burnt orange 76 Corvette. Oh, got a 4-speed in it. A little satellite radio added. Nice interior. Pretty color.
50-50 raffle going on. 50-50 raffle. Please come to the DJ area, purchase your raffle tickets.
Very nice. Owner's a little camera shy, so we just want to walk around the car a little bit. And it really sparkles in the sun. Nice job. Pretty 61. Red with the white coves. Red interior. Hard top. Very nicely done. Pretty car. And 64. Knockoff wheels. Looks like Nassau blue. I think that's what they called it. 4-speed car, convertible. Pretty car. We're here with Greg, and he's going to tell us about his 71 LT1 convertible, and that's gorgeous, one that I've always wanted and no longer can afford. So
This is a 1971 Steel City Gray with the red interior.
And it pops.
Kind of a different combination.
But it's awesome.
Yeah, and being a 71, these cars were made in 1970, 71, and 72.
Right, the LT1
Yeah,
cars.
The LT1 cars, they were solid lifter motors. People bought these because they wanted to go either road racing or it was a top of the line, small block.
High revving, screaming, small block.
High revving car, no air conditioning. You could get power steering. You could even get a leather interior, but most people bought these pretty much bare bones because they wanted to go fast.
Right.
This one came from Virginia. It was originally from Norfolk, Virginia.
Okay.
Probably a military guy, a Navy guy.
Navy guy, yeah, the big Navy base down there.
It ended up in Manchester, and the gentleman that I bought it from is actually a judge here today.
Okay. Yeah, I was just talking to him, yeah.
And I bought the car from him. It was either 88 or 89. So I've had the car that long.
It was a very good investment.
Yeah, it's a good investment, but you know, we enjoy them.
Right.
I'm not the type that...
How do you beat that? You get a good investment and you enjoy it at the same time.
I enjoy driving it. I don't need to put it in a trailer. You know, I drove up here today, the car got a little wet. Okay, so what?
Yeah.
Clean it up.
It's just more cleaning work, that's all.
Yeah, so they're nice cars. They're the end of the era of those chrome bumper cars.
Chrome bumper cars.
72 was the last year.
Yep.
72, basically the same motor, but they changed a few little things, the color of the tail light, the directional lights in the front.
Okay.
But basically, same motor.
They detuned the motors a little bit.
Compression-wise.
Yeah, in 70.
For the unleaded gas.
Okay.
So they went from 11-to-1 compression to 9-to-1.
Okay.
But it really didn't affect it because, you know, you're not revving these all this.
Sure.
And in 72, they went to a different SEA rating of horsepower. So the actual horsepower in a 72 is only about 275 when really it's the same motor as this.
Okay.
So that's
but the rating was
that's
different.
330
So
rated gross horsepower.
It made the pencil pushers happy.
Yes, and the insurance company.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But I've had the car. It's got the optional hubcaps. It's got a tilt wheel.
I love the PO2 hubcaps.
Yeah, the PO2s are
It's
nice.
just such a classy looking style, and nobody uses them. So
No. And they're hard to come by. You know, sometimes I worry I'm going to, hit a pothole, it's going to fly off. But they're pretty good.
They're good.
Still got the bias ply tires. So 72 was the last year of the bias ply non-radial. In 73, they went to a radial tire.
Okay.
But these still ride nice, but they pull a little bit when you hit little imperfections in the road. They'll go left and right, but it's okay. That's part of the ambiance of the car.
That's awesome. Well, thanks for taking the time to share the
thank you very
story.
much.
I appreciate the story.
Enjoy it.
And enjoy cruising the car.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you.
We're Corvette guys from way back. My father was, I am, so we go back around 50 years with Corvettes. It was nice.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Nice talking with you.
All right, folks, we're here with Mark. And this is the first one that I've seen in a while. He's going to tell us about his brandy spanking new E-Ray. You must have just got it?
We have one of the very first E-Rays in the country, bin number 142.
Okay, that's a real early one. That's awesome.
Had it about 7 weeks now. And
where'd you pick it up from?
Went ahead and got it from Mick Malkin.
Mick Malkin, okay.
And then we went ahead and added some custom wheels. We added this Z07 style aero package to it.
Okay.
And did some window tint, some ceramic coating, some PPF, and that's where she is so far.
Awesome. How do you like it?
Love it. It's incredible difference from the 2020 that I have now.
A
lot of power.
You kept it?
I kept it.
There you go.
Yeah. Gotta have more than one.
You gotta have more than one Corvette. I totally agree with that. My wife doesn't seem to like that idea, but
She made me keep the other one.
keep her then too.
Absolutely.
So awesome. So tell me about what's the driving experience like?
It's a total different animal. This car, that extra all-wheel drive and the extra 160 horsepower is a whole different driving experience. A lot of pull.
Amazing.
Very fast.
And must handle a little bit different too.
It's a different animal because you step on the gas and it wants to go straight.
Wow.
So you need to have your hands on the wheels.
Hold on and pay attention.
All it wants to do is grab all four wheels and pull.
Wow.
So it's a lot of fun.
I mean, I drive an all-wheel drive Volvo S60R, so it's 300 horsepower all-wheel drive, and for a Volvo, it's kind of silly fast. But
Yep.
I can relate to the all-wheel drive stuff.
And we're about 660 with this.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Man. And that is bright red. Well, good luck with the car. Enjoy it. Thanks for sharing.
All right.
I'm
Appreciate
going
it.
to shoot
Thank
some
you.
other video of it and have a great time. We'll see you around Central Mass.
Yes, you will.
All right, folks. That's a wrap for today up here in Merrimack, New Hampshire at the Gate City Corvette Club's annual Corvette show held at the Anheuser-Busch Brewery. Beautiful grounds. Great day for a Corvette show. The weather all week forecast was supposed to be crappy, but it's awesome today, so good day for a show. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to click the like and subscribe button. Go check out Steve Magg's channel, and I'll put a link to that and his GoFundMe page. Let's get together as a car community and help Steve out. He's a great guy, and he could use our help. Thanks again for watching. If you have a cool car with a great story, leave me a comment in the comment box. If you know of a show that I can get to from Central Massachusetts in a reasonable amount of time, leave that comment as well. Get out and enjoy your cars, folks. And if you don't have one, try to get one, and or just go out and enjoy a car show. Car guys love to talk about their cars. Ask them questions, and they'll tell you all about them. So once again, thanks, folks, and let's go car cruising.